Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I make purchases with the method that I use. So if you guys didn't already know, I do use prop money. I stuff all of my envelopes with prop money and then I pay with my debit or credit cards. I don't recommend this method for everyone because you definitely have to stay on top of things and it is time consuming. But if it's something that you're interested in or something you want to try, then feel free to do so. But what's awesome about budgeting is that you can always change things. You can go back to things you did before. You can try new things. It also, if you have problem with debt or swiping your card, I don't recommend this method. But for me, I've been doing this for about almost 2.5 years now, and it has been the method that works best for me because it gives me the benefit of doing both digitally budgeting as well as cash, because I use the prop money as a representation of what I have for those categories in the bank, and I'm a visual person, so it helps me see how much I have, helps me stay accountable, and keeps me motivated to save more money. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. So here I have 3 recent transactions that I just had. I had a bill that was paid with my Bank of America credit card. I just pumped gas and I paid that with my debit card, and then I made a purchase from Walmart and I made that with my Bank of America credit card. So every time I make a purchase, I go ahead and keep track of it here in this notebook, and I have a fresh new page. The other ones are already filled. So the first expense that I'm going to write down is Spectrum. I'm going to go ahead and write that. I like to do it with different colors, write down the transaction with different colors, so that for me it helps me stay more organized. So I'm going to write here Spectrum, and the total was $59.99, and this was they got it from they charged my credit card on the 15th, or was it? Yeah, it was the 15th actually. And I'm just gonna write down for the description, internet bill, and I'm gonna write down that I'm gonna get $60 for my internet pouch, and change due is gonna be 1 penny because the total is $59.99, so I owe myself a penny. And since that excuse me, since that was paid with my Bank of America credit card, I like to highlight the name with red. If I pay it with my Chase credit card, I like to highlight it in blue. No, this is not it, sorry. It's this one. And then if I pay with my credit card, I like to highlight it in yellow, or if I pay cash, I highlight it in yellow. So I'm going to highlight it in red. And then I like to do a little box so that once I pay it off, I just check it. So right now I'm not going to pay it off. I'm just going to remove the money from my pouch, and once I pay it, I'm gonna go ahead and check it off. But I'm not gonna do that in this video or today, because even though they have charged my card already, they haven't posted the transaction yet in my credit card bill. So for that, I do have a separate pouch where I put down the money that I owe my credit cards, and I'll talk about this in a minute. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and remove the $60 from my bill pouch, which is my internet pouch. So we have 50 and 60. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in my Bank of America credit card. This is money that I owe Bank of America. Once I make a payment, since they don't remove the money right away from my checkings account, I go ahead and put it in Bank of America pending. And once it goes through and they remove it from my checkings account, I go ahead and remove this and I put it in my little bank station. I just like to be organized and be on top of things, because this helps me not get myself into trouble, not think that I have more money than I do, and all of that stuff. And because I use prop money, I also use fake coins to represent the change that I owe Bank of America, as well as the change that I have in my checkings account. So like I said, I'm gonna do 60, and then I owe myself 1 penny. So I'm going to grab 1 penny from the change pouch for Bank of America. And I'm going to go ahead and put this penny in this little box. This box represents the change that I have in my checking account. Now when I make a purchase, I can either round up whatever it is to the nearest dollar and then give myself change, or if I don't feel like rounding it up, I go ahead and round it down and get the change from here, and you will see that in a minute. So I'm gonna add this penny, and I like to keep track of this again because I am using fake money, so it just helps me stay on top of stuff. So I now have 254 in change, and again, this represents the change that I have in my checkings account, and I either make change with this or add change to this. All right, so that is all done. That is taken care of. So it is a process, like I said. You definitely do have to be on top of things. You have to stay on top of things, keep track of stuff. But for me, again, the fact that it is time consuming, it helps me stay accountable, and it also helps me, you know, be motivated to spend less and save more. Okay, so the next one is gas. I pumped gas yesterday, which was the 16th. Yeah, it was the 16th. So I'm going to say gas, and the total was $56.08. I used to be able to fill my gas with $45 and now $56. So that's just crazy. So I'm just going to say pumped gas. And since it's only 8 cents, I'm going to go ahead and round it down to 56. So I'm going to grab 56 from my gas envelope, and then I'm going to grab the 8 cents from my change box. So 56 is going to come from gas and 8 cents is going to come from my change box. And since I paid that with my debit card, I'm just going to highlight it in yellow. And since I didn't use my credit card, and once I use my debit card, they remove the money right away, I'm just going to go ahead and remove it from my envelope and put that money in my little bank station, because I don't have to put it in here since this is only for credit cards, because it's a different process and it does take a while for them to remove it and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and go into my gas envelope. And we're going to grab 56, 20, 40, 50, 5, and 6. So that leaves me with 10, 25, 32, 33. So I have $33 left, which is not too bad. Definitely going to roll that over for when I have to pump gas again. And I also do have individual trackers for all of these. So besides keeping track of this with prop money, I also do keep track of everything with trackers, which I keep in this blue binder. But I do this off camera just because I don't want to make this video too long. And yeah, so we should have 56 in here. 20, 40, 55, and 56. And then I'm going to grab 8 cents from my change box. So let's grab, there is no 5s. Okay, I'm going to have to make change with, let's just grab, let's see, I think I have 5s, nickels in here. So I'm going to put a 10 and grab 2 nickels. Hopefully I have 2 nickels. Yeah, I do have 2 nickels. If not, I was going to have to go into my little bank station, because I am my own bank since I use prop money. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, and 8. And for this, so 254 minus 0. 08, that's, so now I have 246 in there. 246. Okay. All right, so now I can just put this in my little bank station since I paid with my debit card. And I just keep some random coins there, so I'm just gonna put them there. You can't see it because the camera's facing more forward. And then this, I'm just going to put it to the side, and then I'll put it in my little bank station. All right, so that is it for that one. So we did that one, that one. Lastly, I'm going to write down my Walmart purchase. So for Walmart, I also paid with my Bank of America credit card, and it was $6.30. And this was on the, was it today? I think it was today actually, 17. And I'm gonna write down a little box and highlight it in red. This also, the highlighting also helps me know what card I used. So again, if I used my Chase credit card, I highlighted it in blue. And I ended up getting some stickers for my niece, a sticker book. So she has $3 in her sinking fund, so I'm gonna grab the $3 from her sinking fund. And then the other $3, I'm gonna grab it from my allowance since she doesn't have enough. She loves stickers, that's why I got her sticker book. And then the 30 cents, since I don't want to round it up to another dollar, I'm gonna grab it from my change box again. So 3 is gonna come from her sinking fund, and then $3 is gonna come from my allowance because the total was $6.30, and then 30 is gonna come from my change box. So let me, you know what, I don't have change. Okay, let me grab it from her sinking fund first so that I can make change. Is it this one? No. It's in the other one. So $3, and her sinking fund is now depleted. Again, that always stays depleted because I always want to get her things. And then 3 is going to come from my allowance. So I'm gonna give myself $2. All right, so I have 10, 25, and 27 now for allowance. And off camera, like I said, I will update my trackers that I have for all of these. We have 6, and then I'm gonna grab 30 cents from my change box. 30. So this now will have 216. Let me see. Yeah, 216. Alright. So we now have 216. And if there's ever a time when I want to round it up, so let's say I wanted to grab 4 from allowance instead of 3, then that would have been 7, and then 7 minus 630, I would have put 70 cents in here. Okay, so this will go in my Bank of America credit card pouch because I still have to pay it off. They haven't posted it yet. And again, once they post it, I pay it off, I check it, and I put it in my pending. And once they remove it from my checkings account, I remove it from here and put it in my little bank station. So that is basically how I use my credit card and debit cards with the representation of prop money. I know this method is not for everyone, and I completely understand because it is more time consuming, and it's definitely, you have to stay on top of things and keep track of things and all that stuff. But again, for me, it works the best. I've done just cash budgeting, I've done just digitally budgeting, and this gives me the best of both. So this has been the better option for me. This budgeting stuff has become kind of like a hobby for me, so I enjoy it. And I think for me, at least, the key is to make it fun and motivating and interesting. And yeah, that's what works for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys were wondering how I do it, this is how I do it. And if you guys have any questions at all, please leave it in the comment section. And I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. If you like what I post, please comment, like, and subscribe. And I will hopefully see you guys in the next one.